Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to use Impostor Baker in Unreal Engine 4. This is to optimize your assets. I'm going to provide you the URL in the description. So you're going to go ahead and click on code and download zip. Once you download it, this is a plugin, so you know how to use the plugin. Once you download it, you're going to go to your project folder. You have the config, content, intermediate, and the project. Right click, new folder, plugins, and in here you're gonna put the unzipped version of the folder. So it's gonna call like Impostor Baker -master. You're gonna remove the last part, hyphen and master. So, and when you open the plugin Impostor Baker folder, you're gonna see this kind of content, right? So the plugin is there. Now we have to restart our project. Do this before you open your project so that you don't have to restart your project. If I go to plugin now, all the way at the bottom, these are where when you copy and paste plugins, this is where they show up. So this is the plugin Impostor Baker, if I say it wrong. Right, so you can use any assets. You can use house or tree. I'm gonna use a tree as an example. This tree has 7,108 triangles. Now let's see how the LOD is. So this is LOD 0, as you see here. If you zoom out, LOD. Okay, so the LOD, we have to set, let's set up LODs. Okay. Okay, so I have some presets, but I'm not going to use presets. You might not have it. So the first thing you want to do, uncheck this, right? Then go to LOD 1. We want LOD 1 to be 100. Okay, under reduction setting 100. So you have to watch out for the screen size and the percentage triangles. So at LOD 0 we want 100, and you can reduce it, depends on how well it looks, like 90. See, there's no difference, right? So we can keep, let's try 50. Let's see if you see any difference. Yeah, there could be difference with the here. All right, let's keep the LOD here like this, like no LOD settings, right? And see how well we get, how good the frame rate is. If I go here, spawn in here, right, and then do stat FPS. The FPS is pretty good right now. The frame dropped to like almost like more than 50%, like 50. Now right now I'm getting like 50 FPS, 50 to 60 FPS, and we have 23, more than 20 million triangles, static mesh triangles, right? All right, so let's improve this. 20 million and about like 50-60 FPS if I look at the tree. All right, so I'm going to keep the dense the same. I'm going to change that, but we do want to add LOD here. So this is like 7,000 triangles here. So at LOD 0 we're going to do 100. At LOD 1, the screen size, we can do 7 maybe, and we can go down to 50. So 0, see the difference, 0, 1, 50. So it goes to 3,500. At 2, we're going to do like 0.5. See, it automatically goes to 25. So we do, so now if I zoom out, so we have lowest is 1770, right? So this is what I'm going to do. So we have 0, 1, 2. We're going to add the third one, which is going to be Impostor. So for that we're going to do a couple of things. So you have two materials, right? Let's open the first one, and it has the parent materials. So the way you do it is you create a backup of your for example this one, right? So I'm going to copy and I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to keep the name same. Just I'm going to add impostor this way, and I'm going to assign that to here, right? So this way, when I make changes, I can easily swap it back to the original one, because after you're done with it, you don't have to keep the same materials. So I'm going to open the parent one and do make attribute materials impostor capture switch. All right, now, so this is the impostor material, right? So this is the choose the result node, and I'm going to disable something. I'll type in tangent space normal, disable that, and then I'm going to connect all the nodes, specular, roughness, emissive color, opacity mask, normal, wall position offset, color AO. Okay, now click on the original node and then choose use material attribute and connect it to the end, and we're done with this one. And we're going to do the same thing to the other material instance that we have. Okay, so this one is using the impostor parent, and double click on this. Pretty much I'm going to do this, and I could copy this, paste it here, right? Search for tangent, connect to this. Okay, yeah, so we can do the same thing for this one. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to undo everything. Okay, I'm going to undo everything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create I'm going to duplicate this material as well, so that we don't overwrite the original one. Okay, so I'm going to go here, duplicate impostor. Let's type in tangent, and link everything here, specular, roughness, normal, use material, all right. So I'm just going to assign this to the duplicated one. Where is the duplicated one? Not this one. I mean, this is using the parent impostor, and this one right there, right? All right, now save it, let it compile shader, and we have the 3 LODs that we have. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to view options, go to show plugin content, and then you want to see impostor baker content. Go to the map, save. Okay, now let me close the. Alright, so this is where you're going to create the material and the mesh, right? So in here you have the generator. This is the generator, right? BP generator impostor. I'm going to drag this into the world, into the level, reset its location to 000. Click on the generator. Under default, choose the tree board. Choose the tree, and then in the generator, do clear, do now in here you can do a lot of stuff. You can add more maps to the render. So I have base color, depth, and wall normal. This works for me, but you have more option to add. You know, if you want to add opacity, if you want to use roughness or specular, you can do that. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to stick to this default, right? Alright, so let's click on clear, then click on render frame, and it's still compiling. We should wait till it's finished. All right, there you go. So this is the imposter version of this tree, and this tree is going to have a little different color, but you can tweak it. But if you go really close, it's really weird looking, right? But from distance it looks like the tree that you see. So this is ideal, like if you want to, this is like, you know, ideal for LOD 4 or 5, the last LOD, you know, the trees that all the way at the distance. This works out better in some cases, better than LOD, because LOD reduces the static mesh triangles. It might, you know, you might lose some leaves, you might lose some branches, but this one visually it looks pretty much like LOD 0 beside the color. But from distance you're not gonna tell much different, but you can tweak it. All right, so we have that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create static assets. The benefit of this is that it has like about like 8 triangles versus 7,000 or 1,000 or 3,000. All right, so this creates, like, you know, it puts it in the folder. You can change the folder path. It puts it in this Impostor Baker, Impostor LODs, these 3 materials, right? Now there's another thing we have to do. So as the generator selected, if you go expand this, go to procedural mesh, if you scroll down, you're going to find create static mesh, right? So we have to create the static mesh and I'm going to put the static mesh in the meshes. And ideally you want to keep the name the same, but you know, name is broad leaf B proc mesh. All right, so keep the name same. All right, so we have the save. Now we can leave this area, so I'm just going to reset this. Clear, remove the static mesh, then remove it from here so that I don't have to. So after that, if you go to the mesh, I'm going to right click and go to assets, action, export. I'm just going to put it in downloads, okay, for me, so I know the file name. Copy the file name so you can just find it. And I wouldn't need level of details, no collision is needed. You can change the FBX to 2018 and export. After the export is done, we can save this, but it might complain. Yeah. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna go to our map. Map. Okay, we don't even need to save anything because we have everything exported. Okay, I press save again. Anyway, so you don't have to save anything. Once you have the materials, once you have the static mesh exported, you can just okay, if it crashed for me. See, if it crashed, just restart. And what I'm going to do is scroll down and find LOD import. I'm going to do import LOD level 3. Then I'm going to go to downloads and choose the file that I exported, the mesh that I exported. So what it's going to do is automatically going to add LOD 3 and add another material slot. So this is where you're going to put the material instance that was created. If I go to Impostor Baker here, this one goes here. Okay, so now we are set. We have LOD 0 to 3, and watch this. This is 32. We have 1700 triangles, and LOD 3 we have 8. So from distance 0 to, and okay, so we have to set up one more thing. If I go to 3, this is how 3 looks like from distance. We have to set the screen size. So what is 2 is 5. We can do 0.2 maybe. It's, you know, yeah, I usually do 0.1 so that, okay, from here it looks like that. Okay, let's do 0.1. Okay, so 2, then 3. All right, now open the this and see. We're going to tweak. Okay, before that we have to do another thing. We have to reset the tree. We have to reset this to the original. So bark 8 to that. If I open this, change this to that. Okay. Alright, now we're going to tweak things. So for example, we can do like specular could be 0.1 or 0.1, 0.5. This could be 0.1, 2. So we have to tweak this to make it look I think this is the I think we have to make it a little greener. So I'm like keep tweaking until you get the color, but okay, so let's do like, you know, this is 2, that's 3. There you go. If I play here, see the triangles, it went down from 20 million to 10. And the frame wasn't that bad though. Frame was like 50. Now we're doing like 70. We can still tweak it better. It's very dense, right? You usually have like hill-like terrain, you know, that works very well. But you know, you went up like 20 frame from 50 to like about 70 and 80. And the triangles went half. Like it was 20 millions setting mesh triangles. Now it's like less than 10 millions. We can even improve this. We can do this just for the experiment. We can we can make like LOD1. We can make it like 0.8. 2. We can do 0.6, and 3 could be like 0.5. It's like super aggressive. You don't want to do this because like here, so you have to be like very close to see the, this is the impostor. We can even like, yeah, so okay, let's try this, see how well the game get optimized. And look at the triangles under counters table. Setting mesh tries is 5.7 million from 10, and the frame rate went up above 100 frame per second. This is very good. If you want to see more of these kind of videos, press the like button. I'm going for 50 likes. If I get 50 likes, I'll make another video right away. Otherwise, I'm going to follow the schedule. Until next time, goodbye.